All right. Let's see. So, can I even hear myself? All right, here we go. All right, so let's get some people in here. Give that a few minutes, adjust the camera. I still got to get this set up better. I'm going to add a third flag so that the whole wall is flags because it's weird. On the preview, it shows it one way, and then when we go live, we've got all this extra space over here. So, not happy about that. All right, so it says we've got a couple people in here. This is the first one that I've done on YouTube. So, hey, can you guys hear me? This is the first one I've done on YouTube, so we're learning as we go. And I can see the chat without my glasses. Okay, so you can happy about the. Did I miss something in the last 15 minutes? I was filming the pregame. We got Montour from the Sabres. Right when I was filming, right? Awesome. So who did we give up? Is Tippett gone? Tell me Tippett's gone. That's it? Just the third for Montour? Flat out? Here comes Fluffy. Just a pick. If that's what we got, if we got him for just a third pick, I'm not only ecstatic, but that leaves us room for more. No, that's a lie, Robin. I know that's a lie. Don't do that. The live stream will end really fast. Robin, don't play with me. Robin's laughing too hard to type anymore. Yeah, you better be. yeah. Robin's fucking with everybody right now. No. All right, so yeah, that was definitely a name on the list, right? So I'm stoked about that. If for just a third, we didn't give up any other assets. Okay, so what we heard is just a third pick. Yeah, that would be fantastic. Now, what I said in the pregame today was that if Tippett's not in this lineup today, then that definitely guarantees he's getting traded because there'd be no reason to sit him 2 games in a row. So you think Tippett's playing tonight? Yeah, that always happens to me. I mean, this is normally when I do the pregame, I try to wait to see the lineups, but it didn't happen today. So if he's playing, then that probably means he's not getting traded. All right, so we get Montour. That was one of the first names that I thought we had a possibility of getting. If you guys hear something in the background, I got Fluffy here breathing heavily because he was outside, and Matthias is in the other room playing PlayStation. So if you hear him scream, Strawman's playing today, according to Goldstein. Well, I guess we can't just get that's probably going to be his last game since we get Montour, right? Because I would assume he'll be in Monday when we play. So, all right, so that's one move. I can't. That's interesting though, because one of the things that I had kind of heard was there might be a double move coming on defense. Hey, so I see what you're saying, bouncing pucks. Tippett on the third line with Vetrano on the Achari where he belongs. That line was smoking up. Twitter blowing up due to Montour having poor numbers. Well, hey, Port St. Lucie. I can't read the other part to your name because I don't have my glasses on. I'm not doing the stream with the glasses on. X-Agon ENT. Look, Montour's still, I mean, even if he's just a bottom pairing guy, you've seen what happened when we put Keeper out there with Kiersted. I mean, that we just can't have that. And if you only give up a third pick, right, Strawman's paired up with Kiersted. Yeah, I think that'll probably change to Montour. But I think I hope Knight's going to get to play. How hard is it to get my glasses off? Come on, dude. It's off and on. I got the hat. I got the headphones on. It's a pain, right? And if I sit here like this, then it's actually not a whole hell of a lot better because they're reading glasses. So I need to be like closer anyway. I'm blind either way, bro. Oh, Connaughton might play. Yeah. What was it? Do I think Knight will get some playing time? Yeah. I think we're likely to see him for one game. Um, a lot is going to depend on where the seedings go because those last two games we have against Tampa, you got to figure, um, our guys know who they want to play, right? We know we don't want to play Carolina, right? And so we have those last two games against Tampa, and who knows what's going to happen, especially when you get into I'm not really interested in playing Nashville with Saros being on fire right now. The last thing we need is to run into a hot goalie in the playoffs. So I'm not interested there. So whatever needs to happen for us to get Tampa in the first round, that's what needs to happen. And so it's going to be interesting to see those last two games because we may be fighting for that top spot, and we may be better off at 2 and 3 with us and Tampa at 2 and 3. So I think a lot of whether or not Knight gets in is going to depend on, you're never going to try to lose a game, but if we get to those last two games and no matter what happens, we're going to be 2 or 3. Then you sit some players and maybe let Knight get in some action. Yeah, so people are showing stats that Montour's been horrible for years, huh? I don't know, man. Me and stats, I want to know how he's looking in hockey terms. You know what I mean? And I get stats mean a lot to some people, but a lot of it has to do also with the fit, right? I mean, you look at the stats other than scoring, you look at a lot of the advanced analytics, and it looks like Marchment is like a really good player. But what's he bringing, offensively, right? The best thing he does is not get in the way. And he did get in the way the other night. He got in the way of that top line. So, yeah, I get that people might freak out about that, but I don't think we're done. What do I think about Knight's bonus? That he wins the Conn Smythe this year, he gets a bonus of $1 million. I think that was just it was probably just a good laugh between everybody, right? Or it could have something to do with legalities and having to have a certain number that he wanted to have as the possible value to his contract. Maybe he's trying to buy a house. Maybe that, right? Maybe he's trying to buy a house and he's like, look, I need the contract to look like it's more than for what it's for, so the bank will loan me enough money to buy a house. I mean, because there's no other reason to put something silly like that in there unless the kid just, wanted it in there for laughs. It doesn't matter whether we play somebody in the locker room needs to step up. Yeah. No, Frank, look, I get that. I'm not saying we want to lose. I'm just saying if we get to that, those last two games, and like, let's say we get to the last two games and Carolina's already clinched that top seed, right? There's no sense in beating the crap out of each other, us or Tampa, for those two games because we're already going to be playing each other anyway, right? So those two games, you're going to see players get rested because they're going to be nothing except for the seeding that gets reseeded after if we win the first two rounds. So, I'm not saying I want to lose games, but I think both teams, if it doesn't matter, who wins or loses those games, you're going to see players sit. There's no way Tampa's going to play like a Stamkos and a Vasilevsky, and there's no way we're going to play Barkov, and whoever the starter is at that point. And I know everybody's going to say, of course, the starter is Bob, but he's pretty evenly. It's really, really weird because it's been close to an even split. Drieger's numbers are way better, and Bob's the starter. And everybody assumes when we hit to the playoffs, Bob's the guy. Coach Q obviously has no problem playing guys in odd places. So it wouldn't shock me whatsoever to see Drieger get some playoff starts. It wouldn't shock me to see him, just keep going, Bob, Chris. It's been working so far. So what else we got here? All right, Robin, go make some coffee. Yeah, you got your coffee. There's Monster in here, man, because 2:00 is nappy time. This is gonna kick my ass today. I'm gonna be on the couch, and it better be a good game, because otherwise, you start dozing off 2 in the afternoon. It's like Pete. Now, come on, man. I mean, I know it's not the right logo, but I got to get a Flying Fluffy mug. I have Flying Fluffy mugs for sale on Teespring, but I never post that stuff or pump it. So I'm gonna have to get the Flying Fluffy mug, so you all guys can see me drink from that, and I can make $1. Well, what do we got? All right, we got 6 people here. Looks like Pete. All right, so you try to bet. Yeah, give me a win during the nappy. Oh, old man. Hey, look, we all get old. You got 2 Panther mugs ready to go. Yeah, my brother, short story with the Dolphins. He had a glass Dolphins mug that he's had for years and years and years. And this year, my phone's ringing in the middle of a Dolphin game, and I pick it. I see that it's him, and I pick it up, and he's just screaming bloody murder. Oh, I like somebody just died. I mean, he is just screaming. He's apoplectic. And it turns out, as he was getting up to go pee during the commercial break, he knocked his glass Dolphin mug, and it shattered into a million pieces. And you would have thought that one of his parents or our dog does die. You literally, I mean, the dude was just like so beside himself. So we all have our little superstitions. Not that it's matter with the Dolphins anyway. They've sucked for forever anyway. So, all right, well, I'm trying to keep up with the chat here, make sure I didn't miss anything. Yeah, Connaughton. I think that's the way that we pronounce the guy's name. Yeah, Jeremy, we need Savard. Yeah. Now, I had thought maybe kind of the possibility of a Foligno Savard double deal. But now that we've got Montour, if we could get Savard as well and not have to give up too many assets. I mean, obviously, if we only give him a third for Montour, it's still better. It's got to be better than Strawman. You're a Jets fan. I can't deny Dolphins have nice branding. Yeah, I like the original logos. The logo I don't like with the Dolphins is the one where the helmet doesn't make any. Hold on a second. Now it's saying my connection is unstable. You guys still hearing me just fine? It's still doing the counter. It looks like it's okay. It just flashed up for a second that my connection. Yeah, something went wrong with the stream. Let me know if you guys can still hear me or not, because it's still showing me. Hey, Colby. All right, so can you guys hear me? It's still showing me okay, but it kind of cut out for a second, and it appears to have picked back up. Okay, all right, great, thanks. Yeah, that's the only thing, right? When you're doing a live, you don't know if people are hearing you until you hear, because I can't hear you guys. But what do we got? All right, we got 10 minutes. So, yeah, the thing with what was I saying about the Dolphins? Oh, no, I was just saying about the Dolphin logo, how stupid when we put the helmet over the blowhole, because you can't breathe, right? So that would be like putting our Panther on a leash. It just doesn't make any sense to do that with the logo. And I didn't even catch that. That's actually something Kyle caught. He's like, they put the helmet over the blowhole, and I'm like, well, yeah, no wonder we suck. So if you believe that kind of thing, anyway. But they took it off of them now. The branding that we have now is pretty nice. The branding we had for a little while there, I wasn't a fan of, and I'm still not. I mean, look, he's constipated or he's roaring, right? I mean, this, as far as I'm concerned, is the Panther logo. That's as far as I'm concerned. I'm never going to change on that. I don't think that I'd be able to. He didn't realize that. Yeah. That's Kyle. Kyle's attention to detail, man. He picked that up, and I just like, yeah, the freaking dolphin can't breathe. No wonder we suck. Well, so look, we got these 2 games against the Stars, and we absolutely. How is Montour? Well, it depends on who you ask right now. Now, I know the couple people that I've talked to in the last month were happy. Hey, Robin, I know that there was a few people I was talking to before to talk about Montour that were content on thinking we were going to pick him up. Now, is that the only move we're going to make? I highly doubt it. From what I've heard, that might just be an extra move, especially if we only gave up a third. There still could be moves that would still put him as 6th or 7th defenseman. Don't be surprised there. Do not be surprised, especially from the things I've heard that I can't talk about, but don't be surprised if there's a double move, 2 players from one team. So, yeah, it kind of feels like some people are split on Montour. Some say he's solid. Some say he's one of the worst D-men. That's Panther hockey, though, right? We can't agree on anything, so it doesn't surprise me. Look, I'll wait to see him on the ice. I mean, let's face it, we kind of chased Trocheck out of town, and now look what's happened there, right? Boy, could we use Trocheck or Hoffman either way right about now. That's pretty much the hole we're trying to fill is 2D and or the power play. So, yeah, you heard some rumors about Savard and Foligno from the Shit Jackets. That's I've heard the same thing. That seems to be going around, but that would be 3 new defensemen. What we need is somebody. We need to fix power play, right? Hey, Chris. Yeah. It's about time I got off my ass and did it too. We need to fix play. That's the biggest thing, right? Is because when that went out, I said, look, defensively we're going to be okay. For us so much defensively, but the was put Yandel up an Ekblad spot, and it's just a disaster. And for whatever reason, maybe today is going to change, but for whatever reason, Q has really not wanted to give Tippett much of an opportunity up there. And I don't understand it because, he's been playing better. He's been playing well. It's not like he's been, hurting us defensively. He's playing a full ice game. He's had 2 or 3 good steals. He's not finishing at the end, but he's still stealing the puck. So I was shocked when he got moved down. I was shocked when he got benched. And I think he could help the power play. But we've got to get somebody else to quarterback. And, there's not Ekblads out there, Hey, Steve, how we doing, huh? All right, so this is good. This is a few more people than I thought. So what the hell was I talking about? I interrupted myself, and now my brain cells are gone. Well, look, I was talking about Ekblad. We're not going to just completely replace him, obviously, but somebody else has to run that freaking point. Give Forsling a chance. Maybe Q was like Cartman, just don't like Red. That's why Tippett can't play. Well, I got rid of Matheson, right? Yeah. And did you see the Penguins? The Penguins put Colton Sevier on waivers. Oh, Sevier on waivers. They're trying to get rid of him. So that means basically it was straight up, Hornquist for Matheson. It's all right. Everybody wins and loses traded sometimes. Yeah, I was talking about quarterback in the power play. Give Forsling an opportunity. I at this point, you've put Forsling up there in Ekblad's spot, basically with Uyghur, and technically let him give, have a chance. The thing with Yandel is he has too much puck mismanagement issues at the blue line. He doesn't really have a shot. And when the puck gets behind him because he muffles it, he's too damn slow to keep up, to catch up. So something there is going to have to give. Q is going to have to try something else, And yeah, Robin, I mean, Forsling isn't going to be Ekblad, but right now what we're doing ain't working. And hopefully, the way Q put it to Jameson Olive when he asked about, if we're going to have any lineup changes, he said, yeah, we're going to have a few. Hopefully, it sounds like Q's watched the videos, right? Because he's put that third line back together again, so that's good. Now, Q, if you're on the stream, give Forsling an opportunity like the freaking quarterback. Power play 1, okay? And, at least we won't see Conley out there in the power play anymore. My God. Oh, man, that was brutal. At least we're not going to see that anymore. Who else did we – so we got Montour, so that's good. And if it's just a third, that's fine. But I don't think – there's no way that that's our only move. I think that that's going to be an auxiliary move to what's coming because, maybe if we still had Ekblad, Montour would have been the only way. Yeah, someone call up Hoffman. I know, right? Something had to happen there, guys, because he took a 1-year deal and Q's on the stream heard me put Lomberg on the power play. Yeah, that's about right. The thing with Hoffman, he took a 1-year deal for money we would have offered him. So either he didn't want to be here or we didn't want him here. If we don't move anyone else, we'll be upset. Yeah. I'm gonna say that because we just cleared all that space and we didn't clear it for Montour, right? So. When you're talking about clearing space and you're going to give up a Borgstrom, and I know that, I mean, he's a guy that needed a fresh start. Whatever he's going to be, he's not going to be it here. So I get it. But that's still an asset, right? And to have just cleared out cap space to do nothing with it, I don't see that happening. And like I said, I've spoken to a few people. I would be shocked if there's not a big move. I'm a little bit interested now because I thought more likely it was going to be Foligno and Savard. But now that we got Montour, maybe there's a double move somewhere else. I mean, I know people have kind of thought, Hall and Eichel. A lot of people for what, Hall's going to, he's got 2 goals this year, So yeah, I don't know. But we're going to find out really soon. But if I can't imagine a scenario that the only thing that we're going to do is pick up Montour here. That's not enough. That's absolutely not enough to take us where we're trying to get this year. We either need to pick up a 2C, make a offer for Kane. Oh boy. Well, I mean, what we'd have to give up. Right? I mean, what? That's a lot. Yeah, I hear you, Robin, on that one. But from a pure hockey space, they're gonna want something like a Huberdeau or something. I mean, really, I say we get Huberdeau some help, get him a real center. It sucks, guys. We all were like watching Trocheck, right, and going, he's done. Get this guy out of here. He's a puck hog. I was right there with you, and now we're short a center. Now we're short a center, And back then we thought Borgstrom was going to be something, and obviously not. And we're thinking Lundell, but you can't just throw him up there. I mean, we don't even know if he's ready or not, right? How many of these kids have we said, maybe this guy, maybe this guy, maybe this guy, and then the next thing you know, they're out the door somewhere else. I mean, we thought Bukestad was going to be number 2 for forever, and then Trocheck, and then we didn't wait out the injury, and basically, is there anything left that we got for Trocheck? Somebody will know that. So, right, yeah. You're talking about Raquel still out there. Well, I think genuinely, I feel like I would be surprised if there's not a really big move. Wait, if Montour's the next Matheson, it all makes sense. We need a new Matheson so we could trade for Malkin. Trocheck was a mindset, not his physical recovery. You guys, yeah, we got Lucas Wallmark. Well, shit, that's right. Between Wallmark and Montour, we should be good, right? Yeah, no. Well, I would be surprised. I mean, I guess Q will put him out there on the ice, maybe as a fourth liner. Yeah, we had Jacob. We had Wallmark here last year. Yeah, he was solid. Yeah, he's a solid 3-4. I mean, I'm joking. He didn't do a whole lot, but we need a 2, right? We need a 2. And the only other thing here, and I got to get ready to go because the game is coming on soon. Don't forget, Verhaeghe. Don't forget, Verhaeghe is a center. He's a natural center, okay? So if we pick up a winger for that top line, okay, and then drop Verhaeghe to 2C, that's a possibility there that we've got some flexibility there. So if you'd have Barkov, Verhaeghe, and then either Wallmark, Wenberg, and then Achari, or maybe keep Achari under third. Obviously, if you could keep Achari under third and move Verhaeghe to 2C and get a scoring winger up there at the top, that would solve a lot if that winger could, also help out in the power play. Yep, gonna get ready for the game, guys. All right, so this was really, really cool. I can't promise every game just yet. I'm building up to that, but you guys know I have to watch my energy level sometime, so I'm kind of getting ready to go here. But most of the game, I will let you guys know at least, on Twitter, Facebook, hour and a half, or try to let you guys know during the day if I'm going to be able to do it. And as long, I see you, Steve. I see you. You're trying to. All right. With that, thank you guys, everybody, for showing up. Let's get a big 2. Big 2. And I know 2 + 2 is 4. I want 4 out of these games with Dallas. All right, guys. Thanks. Bye.